Alright, what's up people? It's Savage Meme Lord here, and today I want to talk about dolphin flips. Now, first thing I want to get out of the way, I am certainly not an expert. I'm not a professional at this. I just skate in my driveway, but I just picked up this trick, and I wanted to talk about the common problems that I had with it and the way that I fixed those problems, because I know that this is a really popular, desirable, really cool looking trick, and it's really its own beast and holds its own place in the world of skateboarding. I got a sketchy warm up going here. It's fine. I don't really give a fuck. But I want to say this is really easier than you'd think. I mean, the rotation is the key to the trick. It's hard to get at first, but almost as soon as you get it, it's just fine tuning from that point because it's very precise. This trick's all about precision and being like I said, very precise with what you're doing. And so once you get that rotation and fine tune it, this should be easy for you. Alright, I'm gonna get into the common problems I've had. The very first problem that I personally ran into when trying this is I was just doing varial flips. And this is partially because I was still understanding the flick, but the quick fix for me and the easiest fix out of all of the ones I'm going to talk about is all I had to do was start popping more from the middle of the tail, because once that gets offset, it makes it way harder to get it to go forward like you want it to. So simple fixed, all you have to do is start going from the center of the tail and focus on popping straight up before you flick the board. The second problem that I ran into, which was after I started getting the forward motion down more, was blocking the board with my front foot, not getting my front foot out of the way, and so it'd be rotating and it'd be rotating perfectly, just how I want it to, but it would get caught up in my front foot. So the solution to this for me was to just envision when I flick, just leaving my legs stagnant out in front of my body, and yeah, imagine something, because you got to get that front foot out of there. Give the board some space. You got to let it flick. You know what I'm saying? So once I could get my front foot out of there, and I was still getting the board to flip through my legs and get it looking more and more like a dolphin flip, the problem I was running into was over flicking the board, and I use the word flick because I mean that's just the terminology. When you move the skateboard, you want to say you're flicking it. But for this trick, you really have to imagine it as more of a push, because when I tried to flick it too hard, you'll see it. I almost land plenty of these. It's just I get that extra half rotation, and the way that I solved that personally was thinking it of more as a push. Like you're pushing the board forward instead of flicking it out in front of you. And when you push it, it also kind of helps you keep it underneath you more. So that's all of the problems I really ran into. Once I fine-tuned those, I started getting really close, and from there it was all about just dialing it in, you know? Just getting that back foot on the board to catch it first. And a lot of these I'm just doing front foot catches just to get that rotation down and try to keep it underneath me as much as possible. And from there, it's all just precision, dialing it in, keeping it underneath you, and catching the board with that back foot and putting the front foot back on it. So that's all, just a very short, unprofessional video, very quick and brief about some of the problems I was running into and the way that I fixed them personally and picked up this trick. I might start doing more of these, just weird, wacky skateboard tricks you don't commonly see. I'm working on fakey inward heels right now, and if people want to see that, just let me know.